What's up, fellas? This episode, third session, brought to you by Grease. We're going to do a little bit of greasing today on the old Sportsman XP1000 and doing some bearing greasing as well. I got my bearing greaser from Havoc Industries, so this video is going to be relevant to the Sportsman 850 or 1000. RZRs, basically all going to be the same. With the Havoc Industries greaser, you don't have to take the it fits right over the axle, so you don't have to take the whole hub assembly apart. You don't have to take the control arms off, take the outer hub off, take the brake assembly off. Slides right over the axle. Pump your grease, good to go. Stay tuned, show you some tips and tricks along the way. Before I proceed, I'll run through the tools required for this job. Pretty simple. Obviously, a grease gun. Might need dikes, maybe not. Needle nose pliers, definitely going to be helpful. Wrench with both 18 millimeter, that's for getting the lug nuts off, pulling tires off, and then a 15 millimeter, it's for pulling the brakes off. Got my 27 millimeter wrench for the crown nut. If you have a impact driver, it's going to be a little bit easier, but I ain't buying one for this, so 27 millimeter socket. And ball hammer is just going to come in handy for the cotter pin, and then my handy dandy metal tube that my dad got me just for leverage on breaking some of those bolts free. It's just a lot easier with a little bit of leverage. So that is the tool rundown. Obviously the bearing greaser too. I'm gonna say I got mine from Havoc Industries bearing greaser. So we're gonna see how that works today. Oh, and a jack, obviously. I like to use my motorcycle jack because it's got more surface contact. But any jack that elevates your four-wheeler will do. Alright boys, so with the Havoc Industries greaser, the only thing that needs to come off is the castle nut, the brake assembly. Pop the hub and rotor off, and then you fit it around the axle. It is good to go. Also gonna grease all those Zerk fittings. You can see in here, obviously I've already greased that one. Grease fittings all over the ARM connection points. Some of them are pretty hard to get to, but if you get creative, you can get to them. This piece right here where the winch would go, that pops right off, and then it's a lot easier to get to some of those Zerks inside the grease fittings. But we're going to focus on the bearing for the purposes of this video, and next step is going to be to take that brake off. Two 15 millimeter bolts that got to come off. Remember to take your parking brake off. Alright, now I'm going to take that cotter pin out. Little trick with difficult cotter pins. Flip it upside down, straighten it up as much as you can. I'm going to grab onto it with my needle nose pliers. You can see pulling doesn't really want to work. Pull down a few taps with the ball hammer. Easy peasy. Alright, take the castle nut off. If you do that like I did, just be very careful not to bend this rotor at all. She good. Oh yeah, the washers are gonna come off. Not a big deal. Just don't lose them. First things first, Havoc Industries says to grease the outside. Grease that little rubber O-ring, just so you don't try to force it in dry. Alright, so we greased around the outside of this bearing greaser, making sure it's debris free. Fits right over the axle. Slides right in snug. Give her a few turns there. Hook up our grease gun. One, I'll back up so you can see his pumps. So I shot one pump in before I adjusted the camera angle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little bit of air coming out at 10. 11, a little bit of air in water. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, a touch of grease coming out. 17, 18, squeezing some water out. 19 is where I'm going to leave it. So 19 pumps, that's a pretty healthy amount of grease. It's just now coming out of that rubber seal, just a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy and pump it until grease turds start dripping out, because there's just no point in that. But spin around a little bit. There's just a little bit of grease coming out from all sides. It squeezed out just a little bit of water, which is good. Definitely time to grease. Let's see, maybe about 70 hours, 850 miles. It was definitely due for a greasing. So verdict on the Havoc Industries bearing greaser. Super easy to use. I like it. Definitely nice. We aren't affiliated with Havoc Industries in any way. I just found them online, and that was the one I chose because I like the logo. Their logo. I like that it's a small company. You know, there's times where you can find cheaper stuff on Amazon or whatever, but especially in the off-road industry, especially when they're making quality parts that are well thought out. Appreciate that kind of stuff. That worked pretty good for 40 bucks. Probably cost you, I don't know, maybe like 100, 120 bucks for all new bearings. God knows what it would cost to take it to a shop and have this done. A big shout out to my buddy, Marauder Michelli. He has got the 2019 Sportsman 1K Premium Edition. He's doing videos on that. He's doing review videos. He's got a 2017, maybe 16 1000S, killing the videos on that, doing reviews. And he's got a John Deere tractor. I think it is a, I'm gonna screw this up, 3046R, 4036R, something like that. I forget, I'll screw it up. But doing drone videos while plowing the driveway with that freaking giant tractor, that was awesome. Super satisfying to watch. So Marauder, appreciate the shout outs, bud. Love your videos, you're doing awesome. Wish you all the success in the world.